Hi there, good morning everyone. It's still very early in the morning. I can't see what time it is. It's probably now my son and my daughter just left. I'm still in bed, sitting in my bed, and Luna is sleeping here under the blankets. I didn't want to go get up because if I get up and I start to get busy, she's going to jump up and she wants to go outside then. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to stay here, get my stuff, and put my tripod up here close to my bed because there's something that's in my heart. It's been placed in my heart for a few weeks now by the universe, but I wasn't sure whether I should talk about this or not. But this morning, sorry about my blocked nose, okay, allergies. This morning, something just told me, or my guides just told me, okay, you need to talk about this now, or you can, because it's almost like they, for a few weeks, they said, okay, no, it's not time yet. I have no idea why. Look, I don't know. Okay, I'm just following the guidance here. So I'm sitting in my bed, Luna sleeping here under the blankets. It's very quiet and calm. And this morning, when I meditated, this was laid on my heart and what I need to talk about, and also going to do a reading about, because whoever I picked up, and this individual or someone that it might not be you. I don't even think the person that I'm talking to here is the person that is dealing with us. You either have a person in your life that's this way, okay? I don't think it's you, because if you're here, you're not dealing with us. You're dealing with an individual like that is like this, okay? So excuse me, I just want to drink some water first. First of all, before I continue, I don't know how long this is going to take. I have to tell you that I don't belong to any religious denomination like a church anymore. Okay, but I do believe that I still carry a Christ-like consciousness in me. Through the years, I've also felt that people need to study and understand things and learn things, and I'm not here to tell people to believe in God or not believe in Him or Jesus or not, because first of all, there's a lot of doubt surrounding the existence of Jesus and whether He was here. But I'm not here to prove or disprove anything. This is not what I'm here for. I was brought up in a very religious home, okay? And if something is placed in my heart, I'm going to talk about it. And if I'm going to, I decided, okay, I'm not going to go against, because I consider this as stubborn if I don't do this, okay? Enough if I feel guided, usually when I feel guided to do it, I have to do it, okay? It's going to bother me until I do it. So the reason I feel sometimes when I'm pushed to take out the Bible is because um, I don't feel the Bible is the only source of knowledge. Okay, first of all, there are other books as well. But the reason why I'm being pulled to the Bible is because this is the way whoever this individual is that I'm talking to, you either religious or you're going to understand it if I'm talking it from this perspective, from the Bible's perspective, okay? And usually when I feel the guides are leading me to the Bible is because whoever is listening to me is going to understand this, what I'm telling, or this parable, or whatever, or however you want to look at it, is going to understand it from this perspective, because everybody, when Jesus spoke to the people, he spoke in parables. Okay, he spoke in a language that was understandable. If you say, for instance, if you are PhD scientist, you are scientist, you have a PhD, but you deal with young adults or people that don't have your type of knowledge, so you have to teach people in a manner that they understand. Okay, not mislead them, teach them in a manner that they understand. So this is why I'm doing this. Okay, I don't know who this is for, so that just be with me. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to read from the Bible, and then I'm going to continue what came up in my mind. The thing that I'm talking about today is pride and stubbornness. And then there's the story in Exodus where I'm not Jesus, in the Old Testament, when the Israelites was led out of Egypt. Okay, I firmly believe that all these stories are there to teach certain specific lessons, but these lessons are hidden. In other words, it's only there, placed there for the person that's going to seek it. Okay, in the word, it also says, seek and ye shall find. Okay, and I feel that seek and ye shall find means seek for knowledge, seek for understanding, seek so that you can understand certain things. Okay, so it says in Proverbs chapter 11 verse 2. I'm going to read a few. Okay, not, but it's chapter 11 verse 2 specifically, but I'm going to read a few. Okay, so from chapter 11, for the first verse. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord. A false balance, listen to this, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perversiveness of transgressors shall destroy them. Sorry, she's twitching in her sleep here. It's almost like when she twitches, she's like, almost like she's running in her sleep. I don't know what she's doing. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. But, okay, leave the rest. My concentration is when pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide thee, but the perversiveness of transgressors shall destroy thee. So basically, what it says here is, it made me think of the story in the Bible that I just spoke about when the Israelites was led by Moses and Aaron, or how do you pronounce it, his brother. We all know that they said that Moses was a very ordinary individual. Okay, he was chosen by God to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. There was also told to us as a child that he struggled to talk. In other words, he stumbled in, what do you call that? Stutter. He had a stuttering thing. I don't know how they know these things, but anyway, he stuttered. Okay, and Pharaoh was he was a king. He had money. He had his probably concubines. He had everything, property, everything. Okay, the Israelites were slaves. Okay, I don't know. Take this thing however it resonates with you, because history and even the Bible was really, really twisted and turned into a way to suit a specific group of people. Okay, so what happened was he didn't want them to go. Okay, he didn't want them people to go, the Israelites. He didn't want them to go. And so God spoke to Moses, and he said to Moses that Pharaoh's problem was his pride, obviously, and he was full of himself. And he thought that he was better than everybody else. So usually what happens is, and if you look at it from a very mundane or maybe ordinary day-to-day perspective, is that most of the time all of us struggle with stubbornness and pride. And sometimes this stubbornness and pride makes you blind to certain things. It may be opportunities, it may be things that are blindly staring you in the face, but you ignore it because you have a certain specific set or mindset, okay? And this can be destructive to you as an individual. If you're stubborn, you don't want to listen to advice, you don't want to follow advice, you don't want to, and then certain specific things happen to you in your life because you're full of pride. You don't want to accept people's help, you don't want to, especially when help is offered, okay? Sometimes it's not even, okay, I would struggle with it too. I'm talking about myself now too. I also have issues with pride, but not to the extent that it would be detrimental to me, okay? In the sense that I would wait for things to fall apart and then ask for guidance, okay? So at some stage we all have to put our pride aside and say, okay, I was wrong about something. I made a mistake, and whatever that mistake might be, I don't know, okay? I don't know what mistake we ever made. I don't know. I don't know. This was just placed on my heart. But I have no idea what this is about, okay? But usually what happens, even if you don't believe in a God, if you stubborn and you have a lot of pride, it also makes you hard. And this is what happened to Pharaoh. It hardened him, okay? Because at the end of the day, it was something that could be used against him. Because of his stubbornness, it was used against him, okay? This is basically what it boils down to, is the fact that his stubbornness and his pride was something that was used against him. And usually when a person is stubborn and full of pride, they're blind and also prone to be susceptible to certain types of things, like, how can I explain this? Maybe do things. I have no idea what would a person with pride do. I have no idea where this is boiling down to. I don't know what this is for you. Like, seriously. Humility is a very important aspect that we do need to have. I had once had this conversation with a young man. It was a long time ago. He was probably my son's age back then, 20 years old. And I made a post. I was friends with this individual, and I made a post and this about humility, and this person said to me, it's more important to have integrity than humility. And the way I am is, I usually go look, I study things, I analyze things, and then I draw my own conclusions. I'm just not going to listen to what you have to say. I have to go out. Even I tell people, don't listen to me. It's your responsibility to show initiative, to listen to your own inner guidance, because we all have an inner compass and an inner guidance from God, from source, whoever you deem as your higher source, okay? Your higher self, your source, whatever. So, I have no idea what this is. But this person, I don't agree with this individual. You can have integrity, but you can also be a very humble individual. Integrity and being a humble individual. Let me think of something. Jesus, if he existed, okay, you get a lot of people, they are able to hang. Why am I thinking of her now? Lady Diana. Why am I thinking of her now? I loved her. You know why? She carried herself with grace. She was a beautiful woman. She carried herself with grace and purpose. And she had the ability to interact with everyone, whether you were royalty or an ordinary individual. She loved children. We all know she used to work among very poor people in Africa, where she did and used her name and her royalty to actually assist these people. Okay, and everybody loved her because she just had this very uh, girl. She had a young, energetic, girlish. I have no idea how to describe this. She was just a young and energetic individual. She was beautiful. Her soul was beautiful, and people loved this about her. Okay, I have no idea where this is going. So whatever this is, you're struggling with someone that has this aspect. This card is flipped over in my deck. King of Pentacles. Could be someone that's an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Seeing that it's an earth sign, I would say that it's a fixed sign, first of all. Okay. Taurus, Virgo. I don't know, Virgo is Virgo? No, I don't think so. But anyway, seeing it's a sign, I consider it as fixed. Okay. I consider it as fixed because it's an earth sign, it's grounded, it's rooted. So it's either you're dealing with someone like this, or this is something that you're struggling with. It's good to be stable, but at the end of the day, being stable and sound in your own wisdom is very good, but sometimes we don't know everything. Okay, we think we do. Maybe you're struggling with the aspect where you think you know everything, and we know for a fact we don't. None of us do. Not even the scientists know everything. Okay, we don't know everything. So I think this is this aspect that you're struggling with the Spring of Pentacles. Let's see what other cards come out here. The Empress. I think this is what you need to embrace. Okay, you need to embrace this aspect of the Empress. You're in this energy of the King of Pentacles, but you need to embrace this. You see the Empress is represented by the number 3. The 3 I consider is this reading I did about the Holy Trinity and the deeper meaning behind the Holy Trinity. I think the Empress is representative of the family unit. And there's an imbalance here. I also consider Taurus as the motherly sign. So there's some type of imbalance here. In a mother, no, it's not a motherly aspect. Maybe it's I strongly get the feeling it's a male, the individual, the King of Pentacles, struggling to find balance in the female aspect, because we don't both have the female and male aspects inside of us. So this King of Pentacles is either dealing with an Empress or an energy inside of themselves that they need to look at, female aspect that they need to maybe nurture. And the word nurturing is coming to mind. Okay, this is card flipped out now, 4 of Pentacles. I don't know why you are struggling with this. But I strongly get the feeling that let me just see. I'm going to draw more cards. Let's see. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Whoever you are, you dealt with some type of loss in the past. Okay, you dealt with some type of loss. It's almost like you have this set of beliefs about something here with this Four of Cups. You see this Four of Cups here? It's almost like this tree is crying, and this glasses, the tree is crying, and some of these branches broke off, and these cups, okay, something is very heavy. I don't know if it's a burden that you carrying, or you too pride to share this burden, too prideful to share this burden. But it's almost like, I don't want to say it's a warning. It's not like this is not something major, okay? But someone is carrying something. Okay. She's adjusting her moves now while she's sleeping. Sorry about that. She popped over the cards. I have no idea what this is for you. It's almost like this individual that I'm talking about. It's like this person is telling them, this is exactly what's popping up into my head while I'm looking at this Four of Pentacles and this Five of Cups. It's like this individual is telling themselves, it's like they're set in their ways about something in their mind because of this experience, this Five of Cups experience. And now they have this certain set of beliefs because of this experience, okay? It's almost like, I have no idea how to express this. Basically, it's just someone, this person had a bad experience. Say, for instance, it's a man. I see it's a man here with the King of Pentacles. I'm trying to think of something. This person had a bad experience with women in the past. Okay. This person had a bad experience with women in the past. And maybe they were a very caring individual, very loving, nurturing person. And they invested in this, hurt him badly, basically. And now they jaded because of this experience and closing themselves off. They're closing themselves off basically from something. Maybe people, friends. Okay. Rejecting intimacy is coming to mind. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. I said rejecting intimacy. This person is a very deeply emotional person. They're full of depth. They're already full of depth. But somehow, I have no idea what this is for you. Okay, but it has something to do with pride. Maybe this person is struggling to look for help or accept help from people. I can understand this. Okay, that especially if you're someone, you're very independent, you don't like to ask people for help and so forth. But at some stage, I have no idea what this is. I'm going to draw some oracle cards here and see what the hell this is, because I don't know what this pride thing is. What is this? Give me more clarifiers, divine guidance and messages for my collective that's going to watch this reading. I'm not going to make it a sign specific reading because I don't know what this is for. But I just felt pulled to do this reading for a while now. Anyway, what lessons and messages do you have for my collective? What is this pride thing that they're struggling with, and what do they need to do? Okay, the camel boy. Oh my good God. It says here the camel boy asking for help. Small steps, asking for help. The camel boy. Oops. Oh my God. Okay, but I think you're asking for help, the camel boy. Okay, small steps. So basically what it boils down to, it says small steps, camel boy. Even picking up here, this person is either in the beginning stages of something and they need assistance in something. And they're too full of pride to ask for help. Or this person needs to understand I don't feel it's wrong to have pride, wanting to do things on your own. I don't know what this is. No idea. Hello boy, small steps. Ask for help. The Desert Prince, survival, false promises. What is this? I have no idea what this is. I just know I'm talking to an individual that's struggling with a person with a pride aspect. This person needs to, in some or other regard, an individual needs to ask for help and take small steps towards something. I have no idea what this is. This Desert Prince, survival, false promises. What the hell is this? Did someone make false promises to you? Or you made false promises to someone because you were in a relationship with a survivor where you were like codependent with an individual? Oh, this is what's coming up now. Oh, I'm a firm believer of this. Oh, I hate this. Oh, shit. I hate this. This is what's popping up now. This is something that I've been living by my whole life. Never make a promise that you cannot keep. Okay, never. I've told my kids from day one, since they were small, I never tell my kids, even anyone for that matter, okay, I'm going to do this and going to do that. Because you're committing yourself, okay, at the end of the day, and you have to deliver at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, if you cannot deliver, you're shooting yourself in the foot and you're disappointing someone because your expectations are too high. Okay, so either I'm talking to an individual. This individual makes false promises and they cannot keep the promises. Okay. They cannot keep the promises because they are not capable to keep their promises. Okay, I have no idea what this is. This is all I can think of. It's like someone telling something, okay, I will do this. And why I'm making this movement is, it makes me think of someone uses a quote or this idiom where they speak about putting honey around someone's mouth. Okay, so it's almost like someone spreading honey around your mouth and tempting you with something. It's more like someone is tempting someone with something, but it's not promising, or it has no substance basically. There's no substance in whatever this is. So you're either dealing with someone like this who's promising you something false and it has no substance. The person is lying to you. This person is basically acting on some subconscious animalistic level of survival. Okay, in other words, they're doing this to hold on to you. Okay, do you understand where I'm going with this? They're making false promises. In other words, they don't put their money where their mouth is, basically. This is what I'm picking up now. This individual that you're dealing with, they're not putting their money where their mouth is. Okay, this is where the false pride is also coming in. Okay, King of Wands. Yeah, with this King of Wands, it comes across like that today. And the Sun card and the Six of Cups. This is this person, this King of Wands, because this is what's coming, flamboyancy. This person makes flamboyant expressions, gestures, basically, like that bowerbird thing that I shared the other day. Six of Cups and then the Sun card. I don't know if this is what this person is promising you. This person is promising you something. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's promising you something. Whether this person is going to deliver on this, I do not know. Okay. But there's almost this, like this, the word ethos is coming to mind. Okay. Ethos. It's like this person is making false promises or making promises, which means this thing is in their head. It's still in the ethos. But whether they can deliver this is something else. I have no idea what this is for you, okay? Six of Wands. I think this person, yeah, with the Six of Wands, this person is burdened by this promise that they made to you. And they cannot deliver on this promise. And they're burdened by it. Figure this one out by yourself, okay? Three of Swords. I told you this person is burdened by Three of Swords. It's already causing some other division or pain of some kind. Okay, I have no idea what this is. I'm going to ask for last advice from the universe because it's already 34 minutes in. So this is a pride aspect that this person is burdened by this. They made a promise, they cannot keep this promise. And it's like a person, you know what's coming to mind? It's like a person trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Trying to pull a magician's stunt. Trying to do something. But every time they try to pull a rabbit out of the hat, all these other gunk coming out, like junk, basically. Not what they want to give, but what they are capable to give. prison wave, self-sabotage, poverty, and consciousness. I don't know what this is. And I don't know what this is for. This person is self-sabotaging because they're delusional basically. They're deluding themselves by making promises that they cannot keep. Okay, because of this. I told you about this Pharaoh thing. It's like the universe is using this person's pride against them. And it's almost like this person is like, I have no idea what this individual is. This person's pride is used against them. It's almost like there's this thing that there's this passage where Jesus says on the cross, forgive them, Father, because they don't know what they are doing. So if a person is unconscious, because this card also speaks of consciousness, if this person is unconscious, it means this person is reasoning and working from a level of knowledge that's not adequate, basically, okay? They're not maybe self-aware or not very knowledgeable in something, or maybe not humble enough to I have no idea, ask for guidance if they need it. But this is it, okay? I don't know who this is that you're dealing with. There's not much the universe is telling. There's not much you can do. If you are the person that's dealing with this individual, there's not much you can do. If a person is blind to their own faults, okay, you can talk to this individual, but if they go through life unconsciously and they're not self-aware, it's not going to be useful. What you need to do is remove yourself out of the situation if you're in a situation like this, if possible, okay? And just continue with whatever the hell is it that you're doing, because this person is making false promises and they're not able to keep it. Anyway, please take care. I love you guys. Bye.